What do you do when the reassuring sign from God is not even scheduled to manifest until after you've come to the end? Woo, help me, Jesus. This is exactly where we find Moses in his conversation with God in the 3rd chapter of the book of Exodus. Lord, help us today. The context of the conversation is a man who is hiding from the consequences of his actions from years prior. He is married now. His entire identity has been adjusted from the son who was living in Pharaoh's palace to a criminal on the run. His spiritual identity has also adjusted from what he was taught by his Hebrew mother to now he's living with a priest of another deity, a priest who is in Midian. This priest happens to be his father-in-law. In this context, Moses is being introduced to God, but he's being introduced to God personally, not through his mother's teachings, but he's being introduced to God on God's terms and for God's purposes. The tool of this introduction is a burning bush that was oddly not consumed. It is in this holy place that God chooses to introduce himself to Moses and to place an assignment on Moses' life. The assignment would require some things. Most importantly, it would require bravery or courage, among many other things. It was a very, very complex assignment. It was a protracted assignment. This was not a one-day assignment. God explains the assignment to Moses. This is what he says in chapter 3 to Moses. In summary, he says, I have seen the misery of my people. I have heard them crying in Egypt. I am concerned about their suffering, and I've come to rescue them. I've come to bring them to a new land. And now I'm sending you, Moses, to make it all happen. I don't want any of us creative to run past the significance of this talk between Moses and God. God explains to Moses the rationale. Y'all say rationale. He gives him the rationale behind the assignment. I don't know about you, creative, but I have had plenty of moments where God has spoken to me. God has given an assignment to me. I heard him. It was clear. But guess what? He never explained his rationale. Oh, I wish I was not the only one who could identify, but there have been plenty of times where God said, I want you to do this. I want you to go here. I want you to do this undertaking. I want you to say that. I want you to go watch that. And never gave me the rationale, just gave me the assignment. Whoo, my God. I submit to us today, and creative, I want you to take this into consideration, that God may have explained his rationale because the assignment was so dangerous and it seemed so impossible to the natural mind that he decided to explain his rationale to Moses up front.